Tonight at 9, the Women's and Gender Studies at Ball State prepare for Women's Week.
Russia pushes back and imposes sanctions on the U.S.
President Biden signs a new spending bill to support Ukraine.
And a fourth COVID-19 booster shot could be soon available.
And another spring light day here on campus. I'll track just how long these above average temperatures will last.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Tegan O'Mara.
And I'm Zach Greer.
With Women's History Month in full swing, the Women's and Gender Studies program at Ball State is showing its support through Women's Week.
NewsLink Indiana's Catherine Segal spoke with the lead coordinator about the changes from last year to this year.
I sat down with Betsy Keel, lead coordinator of Women's Week, about the week full of events during the month of March.
Women's Week has strived to kind of create a feminist programming on campus and help cultivate feminist community. And so I think that that's something that has stayed the same pretty much forever.
Last year's Women's Week had a little bit of a twist.
So this year we wanted to make sure that it was virtual mostly.
But this year is looking to go back to normal.
This year we've been lucky that students can come to in-person events. We can hold safe in-person events and try to reestablish some of the connections that we made prior to COVID.
Keel believes that Feminist Week is for any student on campus.
It's just kind of a great way for students to meet people who maybe think or are interested in the same, think in the same way or interested in the same things as them, and also maybe gain some knowledge or some understanding about feminist issues, gender issues in the process.
WGS defines feminism by following the ideas of Bell Hooks, a feminist theorist who said feminism is a movement to end sexism.
We want Women's Week to be an intersectional program that allows people to come in with almost no experience of these kinds of issues. No, you don't need any expertise, and you just come in and really try to educate yourself.
In Muncie, Catherine Segal, NewsLink Indiana.
Women's Week is March 21st to March 25th. And for any questions, email wgs@bsu.edu. And with Women's Week here at Ball State, it's really nice that they're able to have all of these events in this really nice weather.
Yeah, I was so happy seeing everyone on campus walking around enjoying the nice weather. I'm hoping it stays like that. What does the weather look like right now, Hope?
Yeah, guys, it has been a beautiful past few days, and today we saw plenty of sunshine across the entire day. Some clouds push through the area this evening, but they will start to decrease as we go into tonight. And as you guys said, it's been a great past few days, and temperatures are still on the mild side right now. 59 in Muncie, 58 in Indianapolis, and still 54 in Lafayette. Throughout my full weather forecast, I'll be tracking just how long these dry conditions will last, what your St. Patrick's Day is looking like, and then these above average temperatures all coming up in my full forecast.
Hope, thank you so much. Turning over now to the latest in Ukraine. Fox News journalist Pierre Zakshevsky was killed while reporting. The network said the veteran war photojournalist was killed outside of Kyiv when his vehicle was hit by incoming fire. Correspondent Benjamin Hall was with him and remains hospitalized in Ukraine.
A Ukrainian official says a Ukrainian journalist was also killed in the incident. Fox News' chief executive said Zakshevsky was committed to telling the story, and his bravery, professionalism, and work ethic were renowned among journalists at every media outlet. She said it's a heartbreaking day for all journalists risking their lives to deliver the news.
Russia is pushing back on sanctions from foreign countries by imposing its own.
Today, Russia's foreign ministry announced the move, which sanctions President Biden and other U.S. officials directly.
According to this statement, Biden, Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Mark Milley have been added to a, quote, stop list. Russian officials say the sanctions are in response to the, quote, unprecedented sanctions put on by the country by the U.S. The White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says the sanctions won't have much of an impact because it is unlikely anyone on the list planned to visit Russia anytime soon. In keeping things with the U.S. government, President Biden signed a new spending bill sending billions of dollars of additional aid to Ukraine. The president signed the Consolidated Appropriations Act into law today. The legislation allocates $13.6 billion to Ukraine as they battle the Russian invasion. The money will fund additional humanitarian, security, and economic assistance for Ukraine and its allies. That includes deploying troops and defense equipment to the region. The measure also provides funding to keep the U.S. government running through the 2022 fiscal year.
The U.S. Senate has confirmed the first black woman to lead the White House's budget office. The Senate confirmed Shalonda Young to serve as director of the Office of Management and Budget. Young has been acting director for the past year and received bipartisan support from senators. The cabinet-level position has significant influence over President Biden's agenda since it oversees all budget developments and execution. It was also the last cabinet-level position to be filled. This is not the first time Young has made history. She became the first black woman to serve as the staff director of the U.S. House Appropriations Committee in 2017. President Biden's nominee for the Federal Reserve Board of Governors is removing himself from consideration. Sarah Bloom Raskin submitted her withdrawal in a letter to the president. Biden chose Raskin to be the Fed's vice chairman for supervision, which serves as its top banking regulator. But Senator Joe Manchin said he opposed her nomination yesterday, rendering her nomination dead in the U.S. Senate. She faced stiff opposition due to her stand on the dangers of climate change. Many feared she would discourage banks from lending to fossil fuel companies.
A fourth COVID-19 shot for people over the age of 65 could be available soon. Pfizer and BioNTech could seek emergency use authorization from the Food and Drug Administration for a second booster shot. The firms work together in their coronavirus vaccines. Pfizer says it is continuing to collect data and talk with health officials about a vaccine strategy, whether a fourth dose will be needed. Pfizer and BioNTech are currently studying additional doses, including Omicron-specific vaccines. And with more and more sewage systems in the U.S. detecting increased levels of coronavirus recently, a spike could be coming soon. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says nearly 40% of wastewater sampling sites reported at least some level of increase over the past 15 days, more than twice of what it was a month ago. Wastewater data cannot estimate the number of cases in a community, but monitoring this kind of data can serve as an early sign of increased transmission, often detecting increased infection days before positive case counts.
Most Americans are ready to get rid of their masks. According to this month's Axios Ipsos poll, 64% of those questioned say they support the removal of all COVID-19 restrictions, a 20% raise since last month. However, 75% say they would return to wearing masks if there's another surge in infections. More than 8 out of 10 Americans say they consider themselves in good physical health with strong emotional well-being. That's the highest those numbers have been since the beginning of the pandemic.
And while some are getting rid of the masks, Apple is making it easier to keep yours on. Now you can unlock your iPhone and keep your mask on. It's a part of the latest update Apple rolled out yesterday. After the update, you'll just have to go through the process of scanning your face with your mask on. The update also features new emojis and an additional voice option for Siri.
Coming up, gas prices continue to rise, how it's affecting the roads and the skies.
And products packaging less? Why some companies are losing some product per bag.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. Across the country, employers are ramping up plans to welcome workers back to the office.
With gas prices at record highs, it's going to cost them.
Just this week, tech giant Twitter opened its doors along with Bacon Goliath Wells Fargo to its 250,000 employees. New data from research firm Inrix shows commuting has shot up 25% just this year, despite soaring gas prices. Moody's Analytics broke down the costs. It found that high gas prices will force families to spend another $1,300 a year, roughly 1% of the average household budget. According to AAA, the current nationwide average for a gallon of gas is $4.31.
Drivers aren't the only ones paying more at the pump. Pilots are as well. The fuel small airplanes use has experienced large price swings in the past few days. That's making it difficult for companies that charter flights to know how to price trips people are buying now for the summer months. The price of airplane fuel might be drastically up or down a few months from now. In places like Alaska, these flights make up a significant portion of the tourism economy. Recreational flyers are also being affected. Some of them say rising prices are making them think twice about flying.
The price is going up for just about everything, but on top of that, the amount you get for some packaged products is going down. It's known as shrinkflation. In addition to charging more, companies may also shrink the package or put less product in. One example, Doritos. A Frito-Lay spokesperson says that they took a few chips out of each bag in order to keep the price the same. The company reportedly confirmed they also reduced the weight of the bags by ½ an ounce. Wheat thins have already been downsized. A representative for parent company Mondelez says the family size box is now 14 ounces instead of 16 ounces. And the White House plans to resume public tours for the first time in over 2 years. The tours have been on hiatus since March 12, 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. According to a White House memo, they will once again host tours beginning Friday, April 15th. The move comes after cases of the virus dropped around the country in recent weeks. At first, the tours will only be held on Fridays and Saturdays. To request a reservation, you can contact your member of Congress at least 3 weeks before you plan to go.
Ford will start shipping Explorer SUVs without rear seat controls for AC and heat and add the components later.
It's a move to address the tight inventory of vehicles at dealerships in light of the computer chip shortage.
Ford will install the feature at the dealership at no cost to the owners once the chips become available. The dealers say it's already offering buyers of its F-150 pickups the choice of giving up a fuel-saving feature for a credit or waiting for the truck to be built with the feature. The reduced inventories of new vehicles have lifted car prices to record levels. Those car prices are a major factor in America's highest rate of inflation in nearly 40 years. Starbucks are recyclable, but that doesn't mean they always end up recycled. The company's chief sustainability office calls it a, quote, ubiquitous symbol of a throwaway society. By 2025, the company wants every customer to be able to either use their own mug or borrow a ceramic or reusable to-go mug from their local Starbucks. That doesn't mean the paper and plastic cups will go away for good, but you can expect to see Starbucks pushing a new Borrow a Cup program. And speaking of helping out Mother Nature, will Mother Nature be helping us out this week? Hope, what do you have for us?
She sure will be. These warm temperatures will stick around. I'll tell just how long they'll stick around coming up after the break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
to get to know each other.
On a deeper level.
Father.
Cosplayer.
Mentor.
Actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
And discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back. The time is currently 9:16, and you are getting a live look at campus. A very, very beautiful day.
Here's something everyone in the U.S. Senate can agree on: an extra hour of sunlight.
The chamber passed a measure today that will make daylight savings time permanent and get rid of setting clocks back in the fall. It passed with bipartisan support unanimously. Republican Senator Marco Rubio from Florida sponsored the Sunshine Protection Act. He says he doesn't know if the House will take it up. That will be necessary for President Joe Biden could sign it into law. If it does happen, the change wouldn't go into effect until next November because transportation schedules have already been built out until then.
Joining us now is Assistant Chief Weather Forecaster Hope Kleitsch. Hope, thanks for joining us. How do you feel about this whole daylight savings?
I actually enjoy daylight saving time, and it does give us more sunshine. And with more sunshine, you get much more time to be outdoors. And we've had plenty of nice weather these past few days, and today we saw another day of 60-degree weather. We topped out at 67 degrees, and that is above our average high of 50 and just shy of that record set back in 2012 of 80 degrees. Right now, we're still sitting on the mild side, 59 here in Muncie, 58 in Indianapolis, 54 down in Shelbyville, and 51 degrees up in Fort Wayne. And we did see plenty of sunshine across the day today, and we did see some clouds roll into the evening hours, but they are going to start to decrease as we go into tonight. We'll see a low of 43 degrees with those light winds coming out of the south around 5 miles per hour, so you might want to grab a light jacket if you are headed out as we dip back down into the 40s for tonight. And I saw plenty of people outside today and yesterday. I saw people hammocking, going out for walks or going out for a run. And tomorrow is another great day to go hammocking if you're up for that. A high of 71 degrees tomorrow with plenty of sunshine and those light winds coming out of the south around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Thursday, it is St. Patrick's Day, and it's yet another beautiful day. A high of 69 degrees with those mostly sunny skies. And Muncie is hosting their annual St. Patrick's Day parade at 6 p.m. Expect temperatures to drop just down a few degrees to 66 degrees, but with mostly sunny skies. So a great evening to be outside if you are going into town for that. Now with these warmer temperatures, you might be starting to think of your gardening for this spring, but I wouldn't start planting your plants outside just yet, as we do live in Indiana and we could see some cold weather push through, and we do see our last frost around April 21st, so we are quite a ways away from that. The latest we ever saw our last frost was on May 19th back in 2002, so you might want to hold off on outdoor gardening for a little bit, as we could see a warm or a cold temperature return. But as for the next 6 to 10 days, the Climate Prediction Center is expecting us to have a high probability of seeing above average temperatures. Now this is for March 21st to March 25th. And then down in the Four Corners region, they do have a chance of seeing below average temperatures. As for us across the mid 7-day forecast, 71 degrees on Wednesday, 69 degrees for your St. Patrick's Day, and then rain showers into the picture on Friday and Saturday, and then temperatures dropping back down into the 50s for Saturday, and that might seem colder, but that's actually average for this time of year. So I've really been enjoying these above average temperatures and all of this abundance of sunshine.
Yeah, I'm hoping to take my bike out before the frost hits. What about you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I definitely want to go hammocking, maybe go for a little bit of a run outside. I mean,
yeah, beautiful weather for that. I've been spending these past 2 days here in Muncie outdoors any second I can get.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Hope. Now it's time to send it over to sports with Vinny.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Ball State women's basketball heading into the women's NIT tomorrow, who they'll be facing off against, and men's volleyball getting ready for its matchup against Ohio State. We'll get you ready for the match next in sports.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously? Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10. Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Vinny Martirano with sports. Ball State women's basketball back in action tomorrow night. The Cardinals making their 7th WNIT appearance in 10 years with head coach Brady Salley against Marquette. Ball State comes in with a 6-9 all-time record in the WNIT and also reached the Sweet 16 in 2013. This is the 4th all-time meeting between the two teams, and Marquette leads the series 2-1. Coaches Brady Salley and Megan Duffy both have experience with one another, with Duffy being a former coach in the MAC Conference. The last time they faced off was back in 2019, with Duffy winning that contest. On their way to the WNIT, the Cardinals knocked off Northern Illinois and number 1 seed Toledo, but fell short in the championship to Buffalo. Allie Becky becomes the first freshman in Ball State women's basketball program history to make the MAC tournament all-tournament team. In 3 tournament games, Becky is averaging 15.7 points a game while totaling 15 assists and 8 steals, all while shooting over 50% from the field. Moving down to the Nets, men's volleyball leaving for Columbus, Ohio tonight as they face off against the Ohio State Buckeyes tomorrow at 7. The Cardinals have won their last 4 Midwest Intercollegiate Volleyball Association matchups and ranked 8th in the nation in Monday's AVCA coaches poll, while the Buckeyes were included in 21 voting ballots, but sit just outside top 15. Ball State coming off a spring break trip to New Jersey, where they defeated the then number 15 New Jersey Institute of Technology and Princeton University. Senior outside attacker Caleb Jennis ranking 2nd in the nation in kills per set with an average of 4.9. Felix Agarevba sitting 2nd in blocks per set with an average of 1.4. A graduate student setter, Quinn Isaacson, leading the country in assists per set, averaging 11.7. Cardinals lead the nation with an 0.867 winning percentage and sit 2nd in the MIVA standings. Ohio State 3 places back in 5th. Following their away matchup, men's volleyball will host Ohio State inside Worthen Arena Saturday at 7 p.m. And switching over to the mound and the vaults, 2 Ball State athletes earning Mid-American Conference honors this week. The MAC naming their Cardinal pitcher Sam Klein co-pitcher of the week. Klein is earning the honor after a solid performance over MAC opponent Eastern Michigan on Sunday and Monday. Klein recording 3 saves in the 3 Ball State victories, along with allowing 0 runs with 2 strikeouts. Klein and the Cardinals will be back in action this Friday at First Merchant Field as they take on Bowling Green, with the first pitch scheduled for 3 p.m. Another Ball State athlete also earning a weekly honor from the MAC Conference, and this isn't her first time. Cardinals sophomore gymnast Suki Pfister earning the MAC Conference Gymnast Specialist of the Week for the 2nd time in less than 2 months. Pfister receiving the award after scoring a 9.95 to win the vault in the regular season finale at Western Michigan. Pfister becoming the 5th gymnast in program history to score a 9.95 or higher in the event. Pfister will enter into the MAC Conference Championship ranked 1st overall in the MAC and 25th overall in the nation on the vault. And guys, I'm really looking forward to what's coming up in Cardinal Nation, but right now we got the playing games for the MAC. You guys looking forward to IU?
Yeah, I mean, they got a nice game against Wyoming. It's going to be a fun matchup. Vinny, thank you so much.
Thank you. And coming up next, a look at our anchor picks.
And one final look at weather. Stay with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared. So start now.
Right now?
Right now. You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Time to take a look at our anchor pick. Sandra Bullock wants a break, so she's taking one. The actress told Entertainment Tonight that she is stepping back from acting for a while. Bullock said she wants to spend more time with her family. Bullock co-stars in a new movie with Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt. It's called Lost City and hits theaters on March 25th. Now for a final look at weather. Hope, what do you have?
Those warm temperatures are going to stick around 71 degrees tomorrow, 69 for your St. Patrick's Day. And then going into the start of the weekend, we do have some chance for rain showers on Friday and Saturday, and then cooling down on Saturday as a high of 50 degrees, and then quickly rebounding going into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Tuesday, rain showers into the picture once again.
Hope, thank you so much. I'm so excited to actually have like a warm St. Patrick's Day, and it's not going to be rainy or anything like that.
Maybe there'll be a rainbow for St. Patrick's Day.
We might see a rainbow for St. Patrick's Day. That would be the perfect St. Patrick's Day. Yes. That is all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.